The parasocial relationship between the influencer and the consumer has crippled the consumer into believing that the online presence of the influencer is to serve as a lifestyle guide versus entertainment. So when they see a top on their favorite creator just being one link away, to a certain point, it starts to create this illusion that their personal style can be modeled and sold to them. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about how I think TikTok ruined the quest for personal style. It seems like no one wants to try anymore without being pacified or guided by others.
Stop it! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this.
Let's start with the overexposure segment of TikTok. I think because we're getting such an inside scope of people's lives, where a lot of people are keeping up with this so consistently. So I'm gonna put myself in the shoes of someone that keeps up with a huge content creator consistently.
Let's just say Hannah Montana is an influencer and I'm obsessed with her.
So because I'm keeping up with her so consistently, I start to assume that she's kind of serving as a guide for how I should dress, how I should live my life, what I should be interested in, which honestly, a lot of creators really are just salespeople, like they're salesmen. And because a good chunk of this person's brand and income is to sell me something, then I start to think, and I'm like, okay, well, this person's sole purpose for their business is to sell me something. So when someone's just existing or dressing for things that fit their lifestyle and their interests, you start to assume that they're selling that to you too. Really not assuming, because a lot of influencers do capitalize off of every moment, every aspect of their lives, whether it be the cup that they're drinking from or a pair of bedroom slippers. Honestly, everything is linkable in the influencer's digital world. And that is the exchange that cripples the consumer and keeps them from being brave enough to try. A lot of people on the internet, especially TikTok, want what they want when it comes to personal style, but they don't want to put in the work for it. You see this all the time when people come on the internet asking, are these shoes still cool to wear? Can we bring back this? Who's wearing these? Can we start wearing this? We should dress like that. We should do this. And it's an ongoing cycle. But it's really up to the consumer whether or not they want to continue consuming other people's lives as a guide versus just entertainment.
I know that we're talking about fashion, but I have to mention this because I know that it correlates. So if you're chronically on TikTok like I am, then you know about the Sofia Richie dance, quote unquote. And that just made me realize how, one, lazy people are when it comes to trying, but also how incurious people are about themselves. But when you look up the original dance of Sofia dancing, and I'm not saying I'm the most original person ever, but I don't look at that and go, oh, the Sofia Richie dance. I look at that and go, oh, a human being in tune with their body and moving because they hear music like humans do. There were so many videos talking about, oh, the Sofia Richie dance. Oh, she does it so effortlessly. Oh. Was alarming. And I'm not trying to be hard on people because I get it at the end of the day. Like, if something amuses you, it amuses you. It's not your fault. But this is a good example of people just wanting to be fed a standard rather than trying to create their own, to say, you know, let me see what I can do without someone modeling this for me. And that's why you see a lot of things trending that doesn't make sense to trend.
A lot of people also are afraid to fail forward. Like, the awkward stage is so vital.
The awkward stage also reminds me of the disappearance of the tween stage in fashion, how there's no longer a limited to or justice or whatever else was available when I was in middle school and high school and I guess elementary. And from what I'm hearing, it seems like a lot of high schoolers are now showing up to school dressing like exactly what they see their favorite streamer or artist or whatever influencer is dressing like. Also, I want to say, I know I use the teenager tween phase as an example, but I'm not at all directing this towards them. For them, it's vital for their own developmental process. But I mention that as an example because adults replicate the same behavior. And the difference is these are adults.
But a lot of people seem to think they're too cool to be seen in an outfit that's maybe bland. But that's the whole point of building personal style. You have to be okay with failing forward.
And I am so guilty of this. I remember like a year ago, I literally lost my style, like completely. And now looking back, I know that it was partially due to the fact that I was in an environment where I was kind of forced to blend in. I was in two environments where it wasn't a good fit for me. And I didn't think about it, but that also factors into how you're able to creatively express yourself through your clothes too, you know? There's just a lot that goes into being able to dress yourself well. And it was such a difficult time because I love being creative. I love expressing my creativity, especially in my outfits, because I love fashion. I love clothes. And it just frustrated me every time I tried to get ready and I couldn't think of anything but putting on a pair of shoes and jeans and a shirt and maybe a sweater over it, or wearing freaking sweatpants. Sometimes I still have those moments, but it's because I feel comfy in those. But when it felt like I had no choice, that's what really got to me. I was pissed. Like, I don't know. But what I did, which I think is so important, especially if you feel like you're going through the same thing, I refrained from shopping or going on TikTok and figuring out how I could quickly revive my style or gain some fashion inspo or tips or whatever. I just sat through that. I'm not going to say settled. I accepted that that was where I was at the time. And I knew that after I got out of, I was going to be able to reinvent myself and my style, and I did. I love my style now.
But over time, as you try with outfits from clothes that you already have, you'll start to learn more about yourself. And then from there, you'll be able to tailor your outfits based off your interests. I think TikTok also sort of sells you this illusion that your personal style can be bought and purchased and delivered within 1 to 2 weeks, and that isn't attainable. And that is my 2 cents on how I think TikTok ruined personal style. Side note, you guys, I was not supposed to film today. Today was going to be edit and execute day, but for some odd reason, I could not find all of my videos for each topic. It was like 1 video per topic, which is not how I film. Like, it's usually like 4 to 5 videos. Sunday morning, I woke up early, like maybe 6 a.m., ready to just send videos over, get my day started, come back, stay up all night, grind, edit, post videos. And as I went to do this, I saw that there was only 1 video per topic, which is, again, not how I do things. So that really bummed me because I did record all of these videos last week, and the Tracy Ellis Ross video that I'm doing next, I recorded, this will be my 3rd time. So because of this, there might be a little bit of a delay, but I'm gonna try my best to have this to you guys Tuesday. But yeah, I just felt the need to share that because I'm over here like YouTube marathon part 2, blah, 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 some new videos, and starting over. But that's reality sometimes. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.